There are places in this world that defy all logic. Places where compasses spin wildly, where time seems to pause, and where ancient forces appear to be at work. Scientists have tried to understand them. They've sent satellites, drones, and researchers, but still, no one has been able to explain what's really going on. Welcome back to Explore Secret Facts. Tonight, we're diving into a journey far beyond the edge of understanding. These aren't just stories or myths. These are real locations that exist on our planet, places that challenge everything we think we know about nature, physics, and time itself. So, are you ready to enter the unknown? Let's begin with one of the most hauntingly beautiful and deeply mysterious places on Earth. In the vast and quiet deserts of Namibia, there's a phenomenon that's been puzzling scientists for decades. Stretching across hundreds of kilometers are thousands of strange, circular patches in the soil. They're called fairy circles. These circles are eerily perfect in shape, each one barren at the center, surrounded by rings of tall grass. The ground inside the circle is dead, unable to support any vegetation. From the sky, it looks like the land has been infected with a pattern, as if something ancient is trying to communicate through the soil. For years, researchers argued about termites, self-organizing vegetation, even underground gas emissions. But none of these theories fully explain the precision and consistency of the circles. And here's the chilling part. Similar circles have been found in Australia, on completely different terrain and climate. Two different continents, same strange formations, and still, no definitive answer. Now let's drift into the dense green heart of the Amazon rainforest. Hidden among the thick trees, in places untouched by modern civilization, lie strange geometric shapes carved into the ground, perfect squares, circles, and lines stretching for miles. These are known as the Amazon geoglyphs. They were discovered only recently when large areas of the forest were cleared, revealing these designs that had been concealed for centuries. The shocking thing, these geoglyphs are believed to be over 2,000 years old. They suggest the presence of a vast, sophisticated civilization living in the jungle long before Europeans arrived in South America. But no records, no ruins, and no known history support such a civilization in that area. How did they create such massive, symmetrical shapes without any modern tools? Why do some of them align with celestial events, just like the pyramids of Egypt? Scientists have no clear answers. And the more we uncover, the more questions we find. The jungle hides its secrets well, and maybe, some are never meant to be revealed. Now, we leave the warmth of the jungle and enter one of the coldest, most isolated places on the planet, Siberia. Deep in the remote Siberian wilderness lies a bizarre landscape filled with massive, perfectly rounded holes. They're known as the Patomskiy craters, and they look like something left behind by an alien ship or a weapon from the future. Locals have long feared the area, calling it the Fire Eagle Nest, believing it to be cursed or touched by something unnatural. The crater stands over 40 meters high and 100 meters wide, made entirely of crushed limestone. What's even stranger is the lack of trees or any vegetation growing inside it, despite surrounding areas being forested. When scientists tried to study it, they reported mysterious malfunctions in their equipment and even unexplainable feelings of dread among their teams. Some theories suggest meteorites, underground explosions, or volcanic activity. But none fully account for its shape, size, or the eerie atmosphere that surrounds it. It remains one of the least understood natural formations on Earth, and one of the most unsettling. Let's move from the cold tundra to a place where compasses go haywire and aircraft vanish without a trace. You may have heard of it, the Bermuda Triangle. But what you might not know is how deeply mysterious this area still remains, despite decades of scientific study. Stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, this patch of ocean has been responsible for the disappearance of hundreds of planes and ships, many without even sending a distress call. One of the most famous cases was Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers on a training mission in 1945. They disappeared mid-flight. Radio transmissions recorded confused pilots saying their compasses were malfunctioning. None of the planes, nor the 14 men aboard, were ever found. Even the rescue plane that went after them, vanished. Scientists have proposed magnetic anomalies, methane gas eruptions, rogue waves, but no single theory covers all the bizarre phenomena reported in the area. People report strange clouds, sudden weather changes, and even time distortions. It's as if a doorway to another dimension lies just beneath the waves, waiting patiently. Lastly, let's visit a place that looks innocent, even peaceful, but holds one of the most persistent mysteries on the planet. It's located in the forests of Poland and is known as the Crooked Forest. Here, hundreds of pine trees grow with an unnatural, almost disturbing curve at the base, like they were bent by invisible hands shortly after sprouting, and then suddenly frozen in time. Each tree bends sharply north before straightening upward, as if bowing to something unseen. What's even more bizarre is that all of them bend in the exact same way, at the exact same height, and no other forest in the region displays anything remotely similar. The trees were planted in the 1930s, but by the time they started to curve, World War II had consumed the continent, and no records or explanations were ever made. Was it a failed experiment in tree shaping? Or something far stranger? Some suggest gravitational anomalies, others speak of unknown energy fields. But once again, science doesn't have a solid answer. The forest remains silent, its secrets tangled in roots and time. So, what do these places have in common? They all exist. You can visit them. They are not myths or legends. And yet, they stand defiantly against every attempt to explain them. These 5 places remind us that, for all our intelligence and exploration, the Earth still holds corners of wonder, and perhaps, quiet warnings. What if some mysteries aren't meant to be solved? What if these are echoes from a past we've forgotten, or messages from forces we cannot comprehend? One thing is certain, the more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to explore secret facts for more chilling mysteries, ancient secrets, and places science still can't explain. Because some truths are stranger than fiction, and some secrets refuse to stay buried. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and keep your eyes open. The world is watching, and sometimes, it watches back.